Welcome back to my channel. I thought that I would do a vlog, but specifically how I prepare myself for the next day and what my night routine sort of looks like on the average day, and how I relax and unwind myself, especially after I've had a stressful day or a chaotic day. In my opinion, if you want to be productive, if you want to be the best version of yourself and do everything that you've set yourself to do, you have to have a good night routine, because if you don't have a good night routine, then everything is going to crumble. I'm not going to go into why that's important, because I have a completely separate video on how you can create a night routine that works for you and the importance of creating a night routine, which if you want to go and watch that, then it is on my channel. So you would have seen in the footage at the start of the video that I had just gone to the gym, and I thought that I would talk a little bit about my discipline towards the gym and the importance of discipline over motivation, because today was a perfect example of the fact that I really, and I mean really, just didn't want to go to the gym. It was the last thing that I wanted to do. My body is achy, I have cramps, I've been having lectures all day, and I just couldn't get myself to be bothered to go. I just know deep down that if I don't get myself and push myself out of my comfort zone and push myself to be disciplined, it's never going to get done, because 9 times out of 10 I don't want to wake up at 7 in the morning. I don't want to go to the gym, whether it be in the morning or in the evening. And every time someone says, oh my god, Fleur, like I really value the fact that you can do that, like I wish I could do that, but that can never be me, all I can think about in my head is everything that they feel, everything that may stop them from doing what I do is literally what goes through my head, taking me years to get to this point. Waking up at 7 a.m. is not easy for me. The amount of times I've just ignored my alarm and went back to sleep is ridiculous, but it takes effort. Some days you just are not going to feel like going to the gym. I love the gym, I love the way that it makes me feel, but that doesn't mean that before I go, I'm like, yes, let's go to the gym, because a lot of the time I know what it's going to take when I'm there, and I really just don't want to do it. But I remind myself how it feels once I've finished, and I can tell you right now, I didn't want to go to the gym about 2 hours ago, but right now I feel so good about myself, and my body feels good, and I feel good, and it just sets me up for the evening or the morning, whether I'm working out in the morning or evening, and it makes me feel so proud of myself and like I can achieve anything. As a university student, if I'm waiting to feel productive or if I'm waiting to feel motivated, I would fail. I wouldn't be getting the grades that I get because I wouldn't get anything done. I have to stay disciplined and force myself to be productive and force myself to go to the gym when I'm not feeling like it, if I want to stay going towards becoming the best version of myself. And of course I'm gonna have days where I generally just don't feel well, or I'm on my period and my body feels weak, or I'm having a bad mental health day where I don't force myself. But there's a difference between knowing you really shouldn't go and listening to your body, and knowing that you should go, you can go, but your mind is telling you you don't want to and is trying to trick you into thinking that you shouldn't go. When you stay disciplined, that is the best thing that you can do for yourself. It is an example of you showing up for yourself, and if you want to have a strong connection with yourself, you need to trust yourself. And if you make a promise to go to the gym or wake up at 7 in the morning and you don't follow through with that promise, you're not going to have a strong relationship with yourself. It's just like how if someone that you loved made a promise to you and then broke it, is that going to make your connection with them stronger, or is that going to make you doubt them a little bit? Of course it's going to make you doubt them. So why is it any different with yourself? If you set yourself a promise to do something and you don't follow through with it, you are just breaking down your relationship. And the more that you do that, the less you're going to trust yourself, and the more likely you are going to be to say to yourself, oh, but I would never get it done anyways, or it's not going to make a difference, or I'm lazy, or I'm this, because these are just excuses that you're feeding to yourself because you've never followed through with the promise. Because I followed through with my promises so much, I know that I can do it. I know that this little feeling of doubt is just me telling myself that I can't be asked. But deep down, I know that I can do it. And because I've seen that, because I have my evidence, my portfolio of proof of all the times that I have gone and how it has made me feel good, I can push myself out of my comfort zone. So what I'm going to be doing next is I'm actually going to be having dinner with my flatmate, also my best friend, and we're actually going to be having leftovers. We did a lot of cooking yesterday because we just wanted to make it a little bit easier for ourselves for the next few days, which is something that I don't tend to do. Meal prepping is not my forte. Whenever I see someone meal prepping, I look up to them. Like, if you do that, you are organized. Like, I look up to you, I admire you, because that is hard work. We're actually just going to be having leftovers. Just be cozy, be chill, because sometimes you just need to allow yourself to unwind and have a chill evening, especially if you've had quite a chaotic day like I have. And you can't always be go, 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 because if you're always go, 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 and you never allow yourself to just shut off from the day, you are going to burn out. I have learned that in doing that, I am stopping myself from being the best version of myself. So sometimes being productive 24/7 is not what is going to get you to achieve your goals and your dreams. And that could be just relaxing and chilling and taking the night off when you need it, or doing a little self-care night. That could be what makes you even more motivated and even more disciplined to get on with everything you need to get on with the next day. So yeah, we're gonna go have some dinner and I'll see you in a bit.
Arm is missing.
Maybe it's just time to get a new baby Jesus. You know, one that's a boy.
It's a doll. No one can tell.
Well, it has a bow.
This has been the baby Jesus in every Christmas pageant since 1965.
Inevitable, because they never do, okay? But the difference is when you have a strong self-concept and you have positive beliefs about yourself, those snarky comments will not affect you. If you are triggered by someone calling you ugly or calling you stupid or telling you you're not good enough, if that triggers you, that means deep down inside of you, a little part of yourself believes that to be true.
There's actually been this trend that goes around where you put a picture of yourself on the mirror, or in my case I put it above, so that you can always remember, if you are talking to yourself negatively, that this is who you're talking to, that you're talking to the little version of yourself. And I even decided to write, remember who you are talking to, so that way if I'm ever looking in the mirror and I'm talking negatively about myself, I can remember that I'm not just talking to me, I am talking to her. I was actually going to wear my glasses, but I just realised you can literally see my ring light in them. But you know, fun fact, I actually have a pair of glasses so that I can try and sort my headaches out. I thought that I would share a few things that I am really loving, and one of them being actually the second book to the Dream Harbour series. I spoke about it a little bit in my romanticizing autumn video about how much I adore that book, but the thing is I hadn't properly read it at the time, so it was a bit difficult for me to give a full-on review. Now I have, and I can say that it just got better and better and that I'm obsessed with it. And so I had to buy the second book, and I mean, look at the cover. Just look at the cover. It's so pretty, and I feel like I'm actually going to prefer this one over the first one, just because I actually relate so much more to the main character. Some of the existential crisis thoughts that she explains in this book are literally what go through my head on the daily, and I just love it. I love everything about it, and she's obsessed with books, and that's me. And what I actually decided to do is, I see so many people using a leaf that they've picked up from the ground as a bookmark. Now, call me weird, but I think this is such a cute idea. I saw this and I was like, you know what? I love autumn. I love everything about autumn. And one of my favorite things about autumn is the leaves. I mean, look at how beautiful this leaf is. Like, look at the colors and the way that it sort of like looks like veins and the way that the colors blend into one another. Like, the details, like, this is art. It also fits the vibes of this book, so it's perfect. And secondly, something that I have been loving to drink when it comes to sleep and putting me in the sleepy mood is this tea by Twinings, and it's the spiced apple and vanilla with chamomile and passion flowers sleep tea. And then it says on the back, getting a full night's sleep is the inspiration behind this carefully crafted sleep blend. This delicious blend combining chamomile, passion flowers, apple and vanilla flavorings is smooth and warming, making it a perfect part of your bedtime routine. Take your last sip and sink your head into a soft pillow. Now I will say, sinking my head into a soft pillow is great, but the actual sleeping part is practically impossible for me. But I love the vibes of this tea. Like, the way that it tastes, it's just everything that I would want in a tea. I'm quite fussy when it comes to teas and on the sweet level. Like, I like my teas to be sweet. I feel like this has the right level of sweetness where you don't necessarily need to add any sugar, because when it comes to teas like this, like herbal teas or anything like that, you don't usually add sugar anyways, but sometimes I do. I have to say it, sometimes I do. Like, if I'm having a peppermint tea and it's too minty and I want it to be a little bit sweet, I'm gonna add some sugar. If that makes me a criminal, then arrest me, it's fine. But this, I can actually get away without adding some sugar. But you know what? A little bit of honey, oh my god, it's perfect. So yes, get your hands on this tea. Last thing on my list is this Tree Hut Vanilla Shea. I find so funny is that I didn't even say it right in any of the versions I said it. It's literally shea butter. Why do I have to be that girl? This is heaven in a body scrub. Heaven. I've never really been that into body exfoliators, only because my skin is very, very sensitive. I need to have that balance of having an exfoliator which is not too hard and not too soft to the point where it doesn't even feel like you're exfoliating your body. And I've always wanted to try the Tree Hut exfoliator. I'm not a vanilla girl, but I'm obsessed with the way that it smells. This makes you feel edible, which is a really weird way of describing something, but when you use it, you understand. Like, it makes you smell so nice. It makes my skin so incredibly smooth. And when I pair this with using body lotion after I come out the shower, which I make sure to do every day, and sometimes body oil as well, I am just so smooth. If you're looking for an exfoliator and you've been wanting to get the Tree Hut one, just go for it. Treat yourself. Just do it. I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, just get in the cozy vibes. I'll see you then. Honestly, if your skin doesn't look like a glazed donut after you finish your skincare, have you really done it right? So I am currently all ready for bed. Ironically, I wasn't planning to film this night routine. It just sort of happened because I felt like it, and that really fits with the whole trying to go with the flow and doing what feels right for me. But I thought that it'd be nice to just share what it's like for me to have a night routine which really focuses on de-stressing and creating a relaxing and comforting space for me so that I can sleep without being overwhelmed and then wake up feeling motivated and excited for the next day ahead of me. But I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see a morning routine version, then just let me know, because I would love to do that, and I will see you in the next video.